Hi guys, this is Jess with a impromptu reading. I thought it was necessary to come in here and see what's going on with the energies because we had that full moon in Aries and I noticed a lot of swift changes happening, and so with that, I want to gauge the energies for every sign and just give you guys a snippet of what's going on right now for your sign. Okay, now we're starting with Aries. So Aries, some of you have recently relocated, left your job, or left a past relationship that was no longer benefiting you, that had a lot of drama, had a lot of tension. We've been dealing with that with you guys for months now, right? With these readings. And I feel like now that you've left that situation in the past, some of you are actually reconciling relationships too. So it can be that way. Not all of you have left a relationship, but you've reconciled with someone and there's getting to a calmer water. Again, others of you relocated, left a job, and you feel really happy. For those of you that left a job, you're like, okay, I'm out of this drama. It was just a lot of chaos and drama, and I feel like a lot of stress on you. Okay, and now you're feeling happy that you're kind of away from all of that mental hang up, that mental frustration of it all. If you're in a relationship and you had some past issues, you guys are in a better place now and it feels really good, which is typically what happens when you're in colder climates. So when the weather changes and it gets a little bit colder, everyone kind of wants to make nice, right? But I do see that there's still this energy of you guys not 100% revealing everything. So some of you with this job situation, having left your job, you're not really sure when you're going to get the next job, even though you know that you're happy that you're not part of that chaos anymore. You still don't know when the next job is going to come. So there's some things that you don't know. You may find yourself being down a little bit, particularly in the evening hours. Okay. For those of you that has relocated, decided that, hey, I'm leaving, I'm going to, go to Hollywood and become a star. You're happy that you're finally there, right? Of course, this is an example. But I do see that you guys are really not sure, what do you do next? It's like some of you have taken this new journey, new step, left something behind, started to move forward. And just the fact that you're moving forward in that direction has left you or have you in a place of happiness. But there's still this lingering energy of you guys not knowing exactly what the outcome is going to be for any situation. So basically fit your story in that equation of what I've just explained. And that's pretty much what's going on with Aries. So we'll see in November what is going to exactly happen with you guys. So that's Aries. Now on to Taurus. So this may not happen to some of you right now. If you've just received or just experienced a breakup of sorts, there may be someone coming down the pike. I feel like by the end of October, there could be someone coming that's been watching you for quite some time, but someone would be very pivotal. A man, in fact, would be very pivotal in the lives of Tauruses whose life has just changed in a big, major way. So that was Taurus. Now on to Gemini. Gemini, it's not funny, but so everything it's all mental. I'll say that. This change, this Aries full moon has definitely triggered your mercurial energy. Definitely. I'm not sure what sign Mercury's in right now. Anyway, if someone can help me out with that, be great. Just put it in the comments below. But for Gemini, there's definitely an end. Some of you have decided to say, this is over. And as a matter of fact, I'm out of here. And some of you are going to do it while the person, it's not funny. I'm not laughing at any of you, but you're going to do it while the person is asleep. Like the person is unaware. The person could have decided to maybe go vacation, go see someone. The person is not physically around you. And some of you is literally like a thief in the night. That would be your tagline. If I was doing taglines right now, like your tagline would be 100% a thief in the night, because you guys are trying to get away with something. And I know the tagline before was messed up. But yeah, you guys, so I see now you're trying to clean it up, I guess. That would also be the tagline, the cleanup. Now you're trying to clean it up by basically sneaking away. You don't want to deal with something. It's something very serious for some of you Geminis, being more serious here. Some of you, something very serious has come to an absolute end. And for some of you, whatever this thing is, it may have been a little bit too much for you to mentally handle. So some of you are finding yourselves trying to escape it in any way, shape, or form, trying to escape the reality of something ending. Okay. And I do see that there is definitely going to get to a point where you're not going to be able to escape it. And you're going to have to, process it mentally and deal with it, which is, how you guys deal with the emotional side. First, it has to be mentally processed, right? But I also see that for some of you, as it relates to work, I feel like there could have been an ending. Again, a lot of endings to a particular job situation. I feel like some of you are trying to scrimmage, because I'm not saying this as definitely a negative card, but I'm saying it more as you guys trying to strategize your movements forward of how can you best, get more monies coming in, or get monies coming in, that sort of thing. You guys could have recently realized or seen that someone's lost their job. Okay. There's been an end to someone losing their particular job, or someone was done wrong. I get betrayal. So you could have been a witness, a key, or a participant in some type of betrayal. And now you're kind of trying to cover your tracks. Okay. So be very careful, Geminis, for this particular full moon that's just gone on. I would try to do everything as ethical as possible, I would say, for all of you, because again, this should be for a lot of you energies that you're already feeling, but I feel like, for those of you that is kind of a little behind the group, do everything as ethical as possible, because you don't want to, possibly deal with anything down the line. But again, I feel more it's to the group of Geminis that's recently dealt with something frustrating or heartbreaking, not necessarily heartbreaking, but a betrayal of some sort. And you're trying to mentally not deal with it. So you're trying to get away from it mentally, but eventually it's going to come full circle. And again, others of you, I feel like you definitely have decided to end something. My goodness. Yes. I looked at the other card here. Yeah, you definitely decided to end something. And instead of, I feel like, facing the music and just going head on and talking to someone about it, I feel like you guys are deciding to just like sneak off and sneak away when the person is, again, not either awake or not aware. So that's what I have for you guys, Gemini. And now on to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. So, Cancer, what's the secret? You can tell me. I'll keep it to myself. I see that some of you have just recently learned something. Yeah, some of you recently learned something and you're keeping it to yourself. Some of you could have learned that there's a new opportunity that can make you a lot more money. Some of you could have recently learned that you have a new job, another opportunity to make more money. Okay. And you're kind of keeping it to yourself because you're like, you know what? It feels good to be in this singular way. Some of you have gotten an epiphany. Some of you have made a decision to go in a specific direction and you're keeping it to yourself. Okay. But whatever the situation is that you've recently discovered, be it by your own, decision or by hearing something from someone else, it's going to put you in a good place. I feel like someone could have told you guys, like, we're grooming you to be like a manager, to be a supervisor. We want you to be ... but you can't tell anyone. So it's like, really, there's something that you guys just recently learned, I feel, that is going to set you up down the line. But again, you cannot reveal it right now. You cannot. You have to keep it to yourself. Others of you, is something you've discovered for yourself and decided to do, and you're again keeping it to yourself because you know that's not something that you need to divulge at this time. That's pretty much what I'm seeing for Cancer as far as like some type of secret. Now, your intuition is on fire. So if you're thinking about starting something new for yourself and it gives you that feeling of like, yeah, I think that this is it, go for it. But definitely whatever you do, keep it to yourself because it's not time. Okay, it's not time to be revealed at this time, and it will put you in a place of financial abundance. Okay, so hopefully this resonates to every Cancer out there, but unfortunately it's not. So let me know how this resonates for you guys in the comments below, because I believe it's very different from your last reading of not being able to get along. Well, you were getting along with just about everyone just fine, but there was somebody out there externally to you that was a bit problematic, I remember. But this situation, it seems like someone is definitely moving you closer to your abundance. So that's what I have for Cancer. Now on to Leo. Hi, Leo. So I do see that definitely some of you have made some serious decisions, and decisions have been made for you. This threesome situation that some Leos was involved in, yeah, I feel like some of you have definitely decided to stop that whole threesome situation. So some of you have decided to stick with one person. And it's pretty much the same energy that you guys were going through before. So you guys are you are a fixed fire sign. You're the only fixed fire sign. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time before you guys get on the other side of the situation. I feel like even though you guys have decided to not fraternize with someone else, but not be a third party, or not, be part of a third party, or not continue to have a third party relationship with two other people. Some of you, someone decided to say, you know what, I'm out of here and I'm not going to, do this anymore. And now you're going through the heartache of it. I definitely see the heartache that you're going through over the situation of not being able to kind of work with someone, work things out with someone. Again, you could have ended a situation that involved three people, and you're probably feeling a sense of, disappointment and heartache to some extent, I feel, because you're not able to work this thing out with this person, or this third person, whoever you had to kind of let go of. It's like you really want to be with that person, or you really want to work things out, probably tried to keep this thing going, but you're not able to. And so I feel like now you're still dealing with that energy, but you're going to stay and stick with the decision that you made. So for those Leos of you out there that made a decision to ABC, whatever it is, okay? Some of you left a job because that it wasn't working out anymore. Some of you were asked to leave because it wasn't working out anymore. And although you're very disappointed that you have to kind of like depart from this place, you're adamant about either however you had to defend yourself, you're adamant about that, or you're like, you know what, I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm already out there. I'm pounding the pavement. I'm already setting myself up to, start to manifest the things that I want. So some of you, again, you may be hearing this from others, that they're disappointed. They miss you. They wanted to see you. They wish you could have stayed, that sort of thing. But it's like, listen, I have to go. So whatever the situation is, although I feel like inside there is a sense of disappointment, or missing someone from your past, particularly someone that you haven't been able to work things out, I feel like some of you are going to get very decisive and say, you know what, I'm not going to give up this fight. So it just depends on the Leo that you are, because there's variations of what's going on here for some of you. I do see that some of you are going to be paying out some money around this time. So just be expecting that you may have to pay out some money. Okay. But again, you'll be able to make that right back up with your, sweat and tears, not sweat and tears, but with your hard work, you'll be able to make that money back up. And that may be the disappointment too. There could be a situation where you're getting a severance payment thinking you're getting one amount. You're not going to get as much as you think you're supposed to get. And here comes the courts. You might be fighting. Eventually I'll see some court cards that'll be telling me that you may be fighting in court to get your just due, because I definitely see that regardless of what the situation that didn't work out and pan out for my Leos, you guys are going to stick to your decision. And if you feel like, you know what, I really want this person, you're going to fight for them too. So that's what I have for you guys for Leo. On to Virgo. Well, Virgo. So I do see that there is some stress. What are you stressing about? What are you stressing about? What are you stressing about? I do see that some of you are stressing because you had to leave something behind, so you had to let something go. Either you let it go or it was let go by force, okay, against your own will, I see. I have a little bit of congestion, so excuse me if I sound a bit nasally. But yeah, I do see that there is this emotional regret. Now, I know that we've been going through this, Virgo. You know, this is your time right now to sift through these emotional energies. I know. Don't nobody have time for that when you have to work and you have so many other little details in life that you have to focus on. But yeah, your emotions are calling, and I do see that there is still some muddling of those emotional waters, if you will. It's trying to sift through your feelings and what does this all mean. And I feel like some of you may be missing a particular person, somebody from your past. I feel like is on your mind and you're worried. You're trying to figure this thing out. What do you do? I feel like there's someone else. There's an option there for you, but you're not quite yet there. And I talked about this in your last reading. You're still not there, and that's fine. That's fine. It's called a process. You'll get there, because I do see that some of you are possibly now at this point of just really taking a step back. You're taking a step back. You're like, you know what? I need a minute. I really do. Someone could have said something to you that made you take a step back. Okay. Or you said something to someone that made them take a step back. But I do see some taking a step back, needing to take a break, to just get your mind right, to just get your mind back to square one. And I do see that after all of this waiting and taking time out, some of you are going to make your decision in this time of quiet, in this time of solitude. You will be making a decision. You will be moving forward. Others of you recently left a job or was told to leave. And I'm seeing that a lot. So when anyone out there that wants to say, well, how is it every time she's coming back and she's saying for every sign somebody's lost a job? Yeah, it's called a full moon. And Aries, no doubt. So there's been a lot of heads being cut left and right on not just the work front, but the relationship front. On every front, there's been endings massively. So I do see a lot of people dealing with that. So for my Virgos, I see that some of you could have, again, left the job situation, whatever circumstances, but there's no longer you guys working at this job. Some of you are stressed out because you're trying to figure out, when am I going to get that call? When am I going to get that call? Some of you are still at work, like, I can't wait here anymore. I can't work here another day. When am I going to get this call? Okay. And then as soon as you guys stop stressing about it and go into like again, solitude state of just like, okay, I'm just going to let it happen when it needs to happen. Bam. And so it appears. And some of you may already have experienced all of this. But if you're looking for if you're looking for work, if you're looking for monies to come in, it's coming in. It should be, a lot of you should have heard about this, and others of you will be coming in, I want to say within days, but everyone's different. So I can't say specifically to a person when this is a general reading. Okay. But I see after a moment of solitude and first stressing about a situation, emotionally being distraught, then going into a place of solitude, you're then going to either make an offer, someone's going to make an offer to you. So for some of you that had that other person on the fence while you were going through this emotional stuff, you're going to move forward with that person. Okay. Some of you are going to go back to someone, that you probably thought, well, you know what, I had a really good connection with this person, that sort of thing. And others of you, I feel this is work related. So there's going to be new opportunities afoot for you. So don't stress. There's no need to worry. So that's what I have for Virgo. Now on to Libra. Hey, Libra. So I do see that Leo is a huge theme for some of you guys. If you're paired with a Leo, or if you are working closely with a Leo, then this probably will relate to you to some extent. I do see that some of you have recently tried to reach out. Possibly you are in a funk or a bad place with a Leo friend of yours. Could be a friend, could be a lover, could be a family member. But I do see that there was an extending of an olive branch. So some of you reaching out to this person. And I see that the person isn't a bad person, and they're not even acting out of sorts as far as I guess in the past how things used to be between the two of you, but right now they're pretty upset. So if you know a Leo woman in particular, this could be someone that you try to reach out to And yeah, the person is not happy with you, and they don't want to work anything out with you, and they're not going to meet you halfway. So I feel like some Libras have tried to approach the situation in all different kind of angles. And yeah, no biting. Like, you've tried to charm them. You've probably tried to offer them some stuff. You know, just to get them to understand, like, you know, maybe you screwed up. You could be a Gemini with some Libra in you, and you messed up some sort of way, because I did have that mess up reading for Gemini recently. But I feel like this is Libra with a lot of other energy. So you may be Libra with Leo, and someone messed up with you, and they're trying to get back in your good graces, and you're like, no happening. So I do see that there's going to be some difficulty for some of my Libras as it relates to a fire sign. So again, the person does not have to be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but the person has that fiery energy. So they're very passionate, they're very action oriented, results driven, that sort of thing, flashy in dressing, that sort of thing. You're not gonna go on and on, but you get the gist of it. And I feel like some of you need to take a step back. I would say take a step back. Now, as it relates to work, I feel like there could be a new opportunity afoot for you guys. However, you may be realizing that, you know what, the person that was once nice seems to be a bit mean. And I thought I was going to get this amount of money, and now I'm not. Like, I'm not even getting the amount of money I'm supposed to be getting. And my manager could be like a meanie, that type of thing. Like, at first, it all seemed like it was going to be great. And then things kind of changed out of the blue. Full moon in Aries. Full moon in Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. Doesn't mean that it has to be a Leo, okay? I feel like a Leo could be very prominent for you. You may find that for some of you that Leos are actually your friends. So they are helping you. They're extending themselves to you. They're being there for you. They're guarding you against another fire sign that could be quite difficult, okay? But I do see for some of you that are expecting child support, that sort of thing, or wanting to pay out child support, I do see that there's some conflict with that. Not one person not wanting to contribute, one person not wanting to do their part. So that might be an issue. Although you may be in a relationship where you have a really good partner and everything is going great, but this external person, that other parent, has proven to be a bit difficult, and you've tried to possibly mend fences with them and try to get them to reason and see things your way, and it's just like, no, they're not going to have it. They're very upset and they want their money, or they're not going to give you any money because now they're upset. So that's what I see for Libra. It's very quick, reading with a couple of cards, so just keep that in mind, guys. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but let me know for those of you that it does. Now on to Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. Now, I was about to say, when I was doing your cards, I said, Scorpio, don't give me a hard time. Don't give me no hard time. Don't give me no crazy cards, okay? It's only a couple. Let's not make these impossible. But no, just being fun with my Scorpios. I do see here, though, that some of you, a change is coming. Now, I know some of you have already been changing, and yes, we know the change is always going on with you guys. Okay, fine. Some of you are resisting change, and so therefore, because you're not willing to change, there is this delay in you getting what you want, because whatever you need to be changing, literally, the newness that's going to come from it is going to make you so happy. You're getting it anyway. It's going to come to you, because remember I told you guys that one thing. And hi to the person that left a comment below that was like, that one thing, LOL. I was laughing when I read that. So hi, I don't remember the person's name, but yeah, I read that comment. It was funny. Because I forgot I said that. And then when she mentioned it, I think it was a woman, when she mentioned it, it was like, right, that one thing. But yeah, remember I was telling you guys that one thing, it's still coming. It's just being a little bit delayed because you guys are being stubborn. You don't want to change. You don't want to let something go and start something new. Okay. And I feel like that's going to delay you getting what you want, and I feel like if you don't do that, then you're still going to get something, but it's not going to be everything that you want. You're still going to get what you want, but it could be so much better. So just, heed the words that I say. But again, you guys are a fixed sign too. So you're going to take the time that you need to take for it to happen. But, I feel like eventually it's going to happen for some of you. And when it does, boy, you're going to be happy. And I can't tell you what is it going to be. So don't say, just what is it? I don't know. I don't know exactly for any of you what in particular it will be, because everyone's different. But as a collective, I could say that there's definitely a situation where you guys have avoided something coming to an end. So when something was supposed to end, it didn't. Again, hopefully it wasn't by your choice. But I feel like that's delaying, again, a new beginning of sorts. Okay. But it's going to come. And when it does, you're going to be happy. So that's what I have for Scorpio. Quick, right? Can you believe it? On to Sagittarius. Okay. Sag. Number one, we're not going to make this long. And number two, what is going on, Sagittarius? I feel like somebody's coming back. What is going on? Someone's coming back to you guys, okay? And I feel like there's already been like some rumbles in the jungle. Somebody or some situation from your past is kind of creeping its ugly head up again. And I do see good cards associated with it. I feel like whoever you had a verbal issue with, or somebody that left, like somebody that you either told them to, okay, it's time to leave, but I feel like it was like a verbal, like either you cursed them out or you could have been the one that gotten cursed out. But I see that there was some type of verbal dispute before, and they left, or you told them to leave, and not so kind words, it seems. They're back, or some of you are going back. Some of you are possibly going back after realizing that, you know what, I want to be with this person, or the person's like, they want to be with you. Why did I just talk like that, right? But I don't know. Yeah, the person wants to be with you. You want to be with the person, but it's looking good. I'll say that. I feel like it's going to take some time again before you guys get to the best place in the relationship. So comment below, guys, let me know, because I think with some Sagittariuses, I've been constantly seeing, no, I'm not going back. No, I don't want him back. No, she can't come back. I'm not going back to her, that type of thing. So let me know if something has changed. This is the reason why I'm doing this readings, guys, because that full moon, I saw so many different things happening that it's like, I was like, you know what? I think I can't wait until November. We need to come in and see what's going on here. So let me look at the time. Okay, you guys only have 1 more minute and that's it. So there is somebody coming back. Some of you could, I see that there could be, a decision that you need to make. Some of you, I feel, have gotten a sense of peace with self. You're no longer feeling internally conflicted, I feel. And you're not looking to battle. I feel like some of you have gotten a sense of calm. It's like, okay, I got it now, that type of thing. And there's going to be so much happiness. I don't know what you guys are kind of cooking up and planning, but you're going to be quite happy and successful. I keep getting summertime for you guys. I don't know why, but I keep getting like so many great things are going to be happening in the summertime particularly. But I do see that some type of union, there's going to be healing with this union. There's going to be healing, and I feel like recovery 100% with some past relationship. Again, it doesn't have to be love. It could be friend, work, anything that you recently could have had a falling out with someone. There could be a circling back, or again, the understanding to others. If you particularly had a argument or fallout with someone that was visible to others, you may have been perceived to have lost the joust, if you will, or, didn't perform mentally or verbally as best as they feel you could have. But that's their perception, because the reality is that you came out the victor. You came out the person that's going to be shining the brightest at the end of the day. So I do see that this week ahead is looking really good for Sagittariuses. And I would say have fun. Definitely. You're going to feel like a kid again, I feel, to the latter part of the week. So it looks like this full moon for you guys have brought in some good energy. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Now on to Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. So right away I see that some of you are definitely moving on to higher ground. I'm seeing definitely some of you are tired of making the low amount of wages that you're making. Some of you are tired of going through this back and forth relationship. You're just tired. You're just tired of whatever circumstance in your life that is not befitting you for the stature of person that you feel you are. you're like, you know what, I could do better, and I'm gonna go in search of that. And I feel like in typical Capricorn style, although you're moving on, you're not necessarily attacking, you've made a decision to move on, but you're not 100% running forward. You're like taking your time like the goat is supposed to. And I do see that some of you are starting to move in a direction forward to make more money, to get a better opportunity for yourself. And I feel like it's going to take some time for you. You guys are not a stranger to that, but I do feel like there's going to be opportunities for you guys. Now, just know that if some of you have recently left your job, some of you have left your job, a lot of you. You didn't get put out, you left your job, okay? Because you're like, you know what? I'm not making enough. I'm out of here. You know what? I'm better than this. I'm leaving this. And now you're at a point where it's like, okay, I'm hearing crickets. I'm not getting the, the phone calls and all of this feedback coming to me as quickly as I would like. I'm not getting that. So some of you, I don't see stress or worry about a situation. I feel like for some of you, you may feel like this is hopeless. Like I left, why did I leave? That sort of thing. I'm never going to get anything, but it's actually coming. It actually is coming in for you guys. You just have to be a little bit more patient and hold on. For those of you that left a job, this is really kind of like the energy is teaching you a lesson of like, hey, don't go, what is the saying? I want to say, don't truck a blessing, even if it's a little bit. It's something, it's something more than what you have now, which is nothing for some of you. And so, the lesson is before you leave one, make sure that you have another setup. And for some of you, you're doing that. So you're made a decision to leave, but you're going to pace yourself and find the right opportunity and then decide to leave. Because again, you're not making enough money. You don't feel like you're being valued. You feel like this position is hopeless. And you're like, you know what? I'm in search of something different, okay? And that relates to relationships as well. So some of you are moving on because you're tired of this rigmarole back and forth with this relationship. And you're like, you know what? I'm out of here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to give my love to someone else. But it's not, again, you're not rushing into anything. You're pacing yourself. You're taking your time. But eventually, I feel like it could possibly be a situation where it's like that other person still never left, because it could be like you probably have like children and financial stuff set up with that person, and now you've kind of extended yourself to a new person. And my ladies, I would be careful too, and who's kind of presenting themselves to you. Just take them through the 12-step program to make sure that they're, thorough and they check out. Is what I would say. So that's what I have for Capricorn. Now on to Aquarius. Aquarius. So I see that some of you definitely is coming out of the shakeup energy. So that's good to see. And you're in your own element. I like to see that. Definitely very clear, very focused. I always kind of link you guys to the Magician for some reason, because you guys can always think up just the right master plan. So I do see new beginnings, and I feel like you guys really are ready for a new beginning so bad. It's like you can taste it. It's right there, right? It's like right there. Some of you have new places that you're moving into, new jobs afoot, new relationships that are abound for some of my Aquariuses. Now, for those of you that is single and you have been out there looking, there's a lot of competition. Now you're like, man, look at this. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But someone in particular is going to make an offer to you 100%. Okay. So if you're out here actively dating, ladies, men, you're going to make an offer. Ladies, you will receive an offer, and hell, some of you ladies are going to make an offer, and men, some of you are going to receive an offer. It just depends, But I do see an offer coming in. Others of you have started out on this new journey. So you may have like a new job, and new business, you have a new clientele. And it's like, wow, it's like you hit the ground running. At first, again, with that shakeup, a lot of things are going kind of crazy. But I feel like for this full moon for Aquariuses, it really is now has allowed the dust to settle. And good things are on the other side. I do see if you have a situation at the workplace and you've not moved into a new job, I feel like some of you are just feeling like you have cabin fever. Like, I need to do something new. I need to, change the dial. And I know I said that to you guys in a couple of videos back, or maybe the last one, that it's time for you guys to bust out and do something new. Let's keep in mind that your planet, your ruling planet, Uranus, was exactly conjunct that full moon in Aries. So yeah, the new, not the old, that's Sagittarius. You guys have the new. And there may be some conflicts, like if you guys are moving into a new place, some people may be trying to, dispute, we need to do this first, it's all going to be good. It's all going to be fine. You may have a lot of clients if you have your own business. A lot of clients that have problematic situations, just expect them. You got a lot of that coming to you. But I feel like new love is afoot. New job is afoot. New everything is afoot for Aquarius. So if there's something that your heart has been yearning to do, I say, hell, go do it. Now, yeah, it may be a little, you're going to be like a new baby trying to learn to walk a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of conflict there, maybe a little confliction with your family, because you may have to decide, like, this is something that I do see that you guys are going to be doing on your own. Like, whatever this is, it's going to be something that you must do for yourself. So that may go against your family. It may go against your friends. It may go against, your group and your clique at work. It may be something where it's like, okay, I need to take a minute, and people may not be able to understand that. Oh, well. It'll be okay. You'll be back and everything will be fine. Let them know I'll be back. Everything will be fine. So that's what I pretty much see for you guys. Out of the midst of chaos will come some type of, and this could be very innocent. Like someone could say, hey, would you like a cup of coffee? You know what I mean? You could have one of those crazy days at work. You're like, this is the reason why I want to start my own business. I don't have to deal with you guys anymore. And then you go out to lunch and somebody says, would you like a cup of coffee? Like, that type of thing. It could be something as simple as that. And as major as, I know we've been fighting. I don't want to fight anymore because I love you. Okay. So it could be something like that as well. So that's what I have for Aquarius. And now on to Pisces. Hey, Pisces. So I do see that there is some things that you're not really sure about. You're trying to mull some stuff over. I remember saying to you guys, wait. Yeah, I'm still saying to wait because you guys are still confused. It's okay. It just takes some time. So don't be hard on yourself. But yeah, you're still a little confused. You're still trying to find out if something is worth it. So put in whatever that something, fill in that blank for yourself, but you're trying to figure out if something is worth it. And now if this is a relationship, you may be MIA, and we already talked about how you guys go MIA, right? So you may be MIA, kind of like just trying to, again, figure this thing out. And then someone comes out of the blue like, what the hell? Where have you been? Like, we're married. Where did you go? Okay. We're in a relationship. How do you just not call me? Like, I see somebody is like wanting answers now. And someone may be saying to you, like, you know what? I've missed you. I want to be with you. Let's be together. Like, seriously, let's be in a relationship. So some of you may get this out of the blue offer to be in a committed relationship. Now, it's going to throw you off. Like, even if I'm telling you this and you hear it, it's still going to throw. That's what I love about Pisces. It's still going to throw you off like, what? Because you guys, once, now don't get offended now because this is true. Now, once you hear this, a lot of you are going to forget that this even was said. And then when it happens, you're going to be like, thrown off. And then later you'll be like, right, she did say. Come on now, Pisces, you guys are like that. You'll forget something in a minute. So that being said, just expect somebody to come in your cipher. Now, some of you may be saying to me, this already happened. Yeah, I got a phone call. Yeah, this person texted me. Yeah, whatever. And again, it is either going to be this person is trying to come in your way, wanting to, again, align with you in a relationship, or you letting them know that, or the person's trying to confront you like, hey, I didn't know you were married. I didn't know you were in a relationship. So just be careful now. Just be careful because this can work anyway. But just know that someone is coming at you. I feel like some of you also is about to kind of take some real strong stock mentally in assessing how you're making your money. Is it worth it? I feel like some of you are really like, you know what? Yeah. You're just going to assess it. But I feel like mentally you're going to be very clear and you're going to be ready to move forward in some type of way. I don't feel like it's happening in the month of October because, again, you're still emotionally confused and you're probably thinking of idealistically what this is. So just be a little bit more practical and realistic about, you know, what this is and what you can do right now. Okay. And I do see that down the line, there could be an alignment with a company, corporation, that sort of thing, that you feel like is more suitable for you. I feel if you guys have been out there looking, there's definitely opportunities coming, and you guys are probably waiting to see if the money is right. Is this going to be a good place for me? Can I grow? Whatever it is that you've been thinking of and wanting in this situation, there are opportunities out there. But again, I feel like you need to wait and let October play out before you make any definitive decisions. Even though I keep getting this energy that someone is going to be trying to pressure you to either snap out of it, why didn't you be honest with me, or what are you going to do? I see it's more of like, what are you going to do? Like, cause you're waiting, or you may be saying this to somebody's waiting. And then the other person's coming at them with force. So get ready. Get ready. So that's what I have for you guys. Again, this was an impromptu. I may come back and do these things. Let me know in the comments below if you like this. It's kind of quick. I like it. It's real quick just to see what's going on. And I don't have to upload a bunch of different signs for a couple of minute readings. So again, I kind of like it. I think it's cool. I love to be able to kind of peek in and see what's going on with us. And again, comment below if you yay it, thumbs up it. You don't have to literally thumbs up or thumbs down, but you can if you want. But again, in the comments below, if you like to give your opinion, let me know how you like this, if it makes any sense. And of course, if you resonate with this, comment below. And for those of you who stumbled upon this video for the first time, welcome. And you might want to subscribe, but only if you want to. We'd love to have you. Why? Because I'll be back very, very soon with another one. Take care, guys.